bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Cable Bahamas isn't moved by BTC's announcement indicating that the telecommunications company plans to enter the cable television market. Cable Bahamas has enjoyed a monopoly in the Bahamas, but that dominance could soon end. BTC's Senior Vice President Marlon Johnson recently told ZNS News that BTC plans to enter the television market by the end of the year. But Operations Manager with Cable Bahamas here on Grand Bahama, Edris Wilson, says they welcome the competition.
We know that the competition has been nipping at our heels for quite some time now. They have gone on record to say that they are keen to join us in the television video service business, and we feel that such an opportunity, competition, is certainly good for all of the stakeholders, in particular the customers and the general public. The competition certainly allows everybody to improve their game, and the customers would certainly benefit from that.
In other news, the College of the Bahamas is paying tribute to the first president of that institution. An exhibition is currently mounted at the Freeport Post Office in honor of the late Dr. Keva Bethel. Associate Vice President of the Northern Campus here on Grand Bahama, LMA Johnson Denard, says as the country celebrates 40 years as an independent nation, this is a good time to remember who have contributed to nation building. She says the exhibition will show that Dr. Keva Bethel must be singled out for her role in education.
The exhibition showcases various pictures of Dr. Bethel during her professional life, and particularly here in Grand Bahama at the Northern Bahamas campus. We also have a visual presentation, which I know persons will find to be very interesting and very educational. And we would wish all of our school children and the wider public at large to come out and to find out more about Keva Bethel and express an appreciation for those Bahamian educators who have impacted the lives of our people tremendously.
Now, Anita Osmond served as a senior administrator during the tenure of the late Keva Bethel. She believes the doctor made an indelible mark in education in the country and should always be remembered.
I have been able to watch her lead the college from its very beginnings to the cups of university status when she left it. She is a remarkable woman. Anyone who knew her will attest to that. There were many attributes that we can share about her, but I think one of the main things that everyone will remember is her devotion to duty, her dedication to her family, her friends, the community at large. She loved the Bahamas and did whatever she could whenever called upon to help and advise or assist in any way.
Now, the exhibition in honor of the late Dr. Keva Bethel will remain on display at the Freeport Post Office until Wednesday of this week. And finally in news, it's the Lenten season and the Mary Star of the Sea. Catholic Church is inspiring and challenging its parishioners to prepare for the greatest feast on the Catholic calendar. Cathedral Administrator from K Street, St. Lucia, Michelle Francis, visited Grand Bahama some 24 years ago. He has returned for this year's Lenten mission and to share the faith.
I think just sharing that faith with the people here is enough. And if that would help people to be drawn ever closer to God, that I think would be an achievement. And it's not about the multitude, but about just one person. If one person would say that, through this Lenten mission, I'm going to recommit myself to God. Through this Lenten mission, I'm going to be more fervent in prayer. Through this Lenten mission, I will be more conscious of the needs of my neighbor and try to assist them. If that can be achieved, then I consider it a success.
Now, Lent is a 5-week period leading up to Easter. According to Father Francis, it is aimed at bringing Christians back to focus.
The Lenten mission always seeks to intensify that moment when we reconnect, because Lent is a time when the church calls us to, to a couple of things, to intensify our prayer, our sacrifices, which we call fast, and to turn our attention to those who are less fortunate than ourselves, and it has biblical basis for that.
That's going to do it for us here in the North. On behalf of our entire ZNS News team,
I'm Megan Shepard.
I'm Shasheena. We'll have a great evening.